So welcome. And today we're going to just really quickly review the SMART goal thing so that we can really kind of lock in our intentions. And I'm playing with a weekly intention and then more of a long distance, long term one. So whatever you guys want to do. I set the intention 3 weeks ago that I was going to wash my kitchen floor at least once a week, and I have done the minimum of at least once a week. I did it again today. You know, my floor still kind of looks cruddy, but it's an act of controlled folly. That's a lot of times what it's an ancient Toltec principle, the art of controlled folly. And it's about stalking yourself and knowing your disguise. And so one night it came to me, I could wash my kitchen floor even though it will never look clean, as an act of controlled folly. And I do have to say that walking barefoot on my kitchen floor after I've mopped it feels really good. And I'm kinesthetic. So for me, a good piece of the process of transformation is to continually to reinforce the changes that you're actually making, right? And what I've seen over the years working with clients who want to change stuff but who are not in the habit of catching themselves doing something right. We're real good at catching ourselves doing stuff wrong. We're real good at self-criticism, self-flagellation, the old self-berating process that I think is one of the detriments to us being happy. And ultimately, we want to really be the people that we've come here to be. Because look around, the world is beautiful. You don't see squirrels going, oh man, it's just having a bad day, oh nuts, You don't see that. There's been a wounded deer that has shown up in my backyard a couple of times, and it has a broken leg. It is literally, kind of walking on 3 legs, and it's not complaining. You know what I mean? It's eating my my jewel weed, and it has a little place in the way back to kind of hide, and it seems horrible and unfair to have a wounded animal walking around, but we're the ones that make stuff mean things. So our intention is to make it mean something good, no matter what happens. I wrote a book a while ago called "What If It's Perfect," which I don't think I have here to show and tell. It's upstairs. But a friend of mine, my buddy Mike Covey, told me on the phone today that he's been reading that book aloud to some of his friends, like he's in his 20s. And that was my idea. Is let's make a read aloud book for grown-ups so we can remind ourselves, what if this is perfect? What if whatever's going on, what if not reaching my goal is exactly what needs to happen because something else, it's like one little piece in a very large puzzle, or that will allow us to actually get someplace even better. And that's simply an interpretation. That's simply us choosing. Instead of thinking like a victim, I have my little side, stop thinking like a victim. I'm going to grab it. So the people at home can see. A lot of my clients think that's me telling them to stop thinking like a victim. What they don't know is it's me telling me every single day to stop thinking like a victim, because I can do victim really well. It's one of my favorite things to do. Oops, gotta fall down. It's not my fault. I couldn't do it. This always happens to me. So those are the kind of thoughts that I know I grew up thinking. And there were moments in my childhood when I forgot to remember that I wasn't good at sports. And I could catch something. I was actually coordinated. And then I would remember, I'm not good at sports. And then I would screw up, right? So our beliefs in this process are really powerful, and we're going to continue to play with the belief change process. So that's kind of my agenda for tonight. And I don't know what you guys are working on. You don't have to tell me what you're working on, because the beauty of the process I do is it can be content free. And we can just move pictures around and stuff, and you can get the change that you want right there. You don't have to divulge. If you want to divulge, that's helpful, because it does help other people to know that they're not alone. That's one of the biggest pieces that I get, is people come to me and they think they're some kind of an anxiety freak or something, and that no one else has ever felt what they feel. And that's one thing that I'm hoping to dispel by doing these kind of ongoing programs. So anyway, that's my big introduction.